In India, around 40% of Muslim children do not attend school.
Education is a huge catalyst in terms of what can change.
I think the only tool that has changed people's fortunes is education.
Education is something that is going to be the most important thing that would change our future.
Education is the only thing, the only asset which never leaves you.
I usually had this passion to become a doctor from an early age.
I was always passionate about flying objects, drones and aviation.
As a child, I wanted to be an army officer.
And then my plan is to become the Chief Justice of India.
I have a dream of getting that doctor in front of my name.
I think asking for support is very difficult.
They cannot be the deprived lot.
The genuine person struggles to come out and ask for support.
How I lost my opportunity of BBA honors.
I'm from a challenging background, so it was hard for me. Lockdown hit it very hard to everyone. I was supposed to pay my fee.
Shifa, do you really want to do investment and insurance? She said, ma'am, that was the cheapest course available. I actually would like to do financial accounting, but I can't afford the fee of financial accounting.
On the Google, I got to know about Humane Touch. I approached Tazaiyun ma'am, and she actually helped me with the scholarship.
So there I had applied for Lifeline Scholarship. And then from there I got to know that there is something called as Humane Touch where you can approach. So then I got the contact of Tazaiyun ma'am.
If she had not helped me with the fees, then I wouldn't have been enrolled in BCom honors.
Tazaiyun Oomer, who has been the heart and soul of the Humane Touch Foundation. Her unique approach has touched I don't know how many lives and improved many lives.
20 years back, a young girl from our community stepped up. She didn't need to do this. And when I say community, it's, she doesn't look at it she looks at it in a holistic way.
Tazaiyun Appa has been one of the biggest sources of inspiration for all of us.
Tazaiyun Puppu is, for me, she's my younger aunt, and we've always been raised around her in the way that she's always given her life to something larger than her.
It has been inspiring to see her journey and seeing how even today she remembers the children. She remembers their names, their colleges, where they came from, and she is so devoted to this whole thing.
And the person in the helm is somebody who we can absolutely look up to.
Moved by the dire situation of the Muslim community in the country, a woman from Bengaluru decided to take action. Tazaiyun Oomer, an interior designer from Bengaluru, founded the Humane Touch Trust in the year 1999.
Even when I started Humane Touch, it was, oh, how long will you do it? How long will you work in the slums? And people did find it strange that I could go to the slums and work. Many of my friends and cousins refused to come to the slums. It's only when you reach success, then people appreciate you. We started Humane Touch Trust for the upliftment of the children who were physically handicapped by way of providing calipers and crutches, and later on it grew according to the needs in the society. We had visited many slums in Bangalore like Goripalya and DJ Halli, and we found that the masses were deprived of quality education and medical aid. The government schools did not provide quality education. They were in pitiable state, dilapidated condition, children were sitting on the floor. The masses could ill afford the fees that was charged in the private schools. We felt that we have to make a change in that. To change our community, education is the best tool. And this led us to start a primary school in Goripalya. We set up Al-Azhar Foundation School where we provided quality education at a very reasonable price. Plus, we also started the scholarship scheme in the year 2002 itself.
The Al-Azhar Foundation was a step in that direction where we took over a school, completely remodeled it and brought it to a different level. And then we handed it over back to the mosque.
We started working in this field from 1997. Feroz Bhai motivated us to form a trust so that we could do it in a structured way, because you cannot take donations from others unless you have a trust. The first few years of Humane Touch was a struggle where raising funds were concerned. Most of it came from my family and friends. As we had credibility, after a couple of years, getting funds was easier.
I started off just as a donor, very inspired by Tazaiyun Appa's work. We have to share a part of our income as zakat. The best opportunity for me was to do that through Humane Touch.
Because it has been very genuine work, very on-ground work, very grassroots work, Tazaiyun has got a lot of support from the community, because we believe that something, when it comes to Humane Touch, will always be applied properly.
In all honesty, I think we have tried to have a multiple step process to ensure that the children who today we have sponsored are truly deserving of it.
We make it extremely thorough in terms of, providing the right amount of documentation, ensuring that the checks don't go to the student but go to the college directly, ensuring that we have letters of recommendation coming in from the college stating that this is the amount of money they have received so far for this student. So we're able to understand that we're not overfunding a particular course.
There was this interview process, and then all the, there are various stages. You need to first qualify the required percentage, and then you get through the interview. So I got all of that, and then 2 months back, I was awarded with 10,000 scholarship and also a laptop.
Online form, we received more than 200 responses. So if you are one of the 50 students sitting here, you should be extremely proud that out of 200 students, 50 students were selected out of a lot of scrutiny.
Per year, we are sponsoring 300 students in colleges, in PUC and in degree colleges through Humane Touch Trust. And out of 300, we have 200 girls and 100 boys. Aman is my nephew. Aman and Amina have been visiting the school and being part of the work for many years now. They have passion for Humane Touch work and they have compassion for the poor.
Part of our activities is to ensure that each and every single person is independent and is able to stand on their own feet. That is the vision and that is the mission of the organization in Entity.
And Aman has very good ideas. He has skills. He can speak to the students. He can multitask, and he sees the work of Humane Touch with a new perspective.
Today we have reports coming out saying that there was a huge digital divide in India, that you had so many lakh people who lost out on education simply because they didn't have access to devices. What we identified was a layer even further down, wherein we had people who would have lost out on getting an entire degree just because they didn't have access to a laptop.
Currently pursuing my final year BBA in Presidency College, and I'm very thankful to have a laptop from Humane Touch Trust.
My father is an auto driver, and drive के through I got this laptop, and हमारे लिए बहुत helpful होता है ये.
So we see strategic partnerships wherein we can see overlaps and where we can have some sort of synergy between different people.
We are proud and happy to work with Humane Touch, an organization which is a prominent organization here in terms of their paperwork. They have necessary approvals from the Government of India, such as FCRA and ATG 12A. And I've personally known Tazaiyun Oomer ji for many years. The work that she does in terms of education and other relief work, we are very impressed, and we're happy and wish good luck to Humane Touch Foundation.
As a donor, you can come back to us at any point because we have these forms and details of every child catalogued. We are able to show their progress. We are able to show you the trajectory of if they've gone on to get a job or what they're doing. And many of them are such wonderful kids that they come back and keep in touch.
We have got students from St. Joseph's. We have got students from Christ.
This is Dr. Tazaiyun Oomer, working as a general practitioner in Saudi Arabia. It's been a long journey with Humane Touch to go with 2000, where they started us aiding us when I was in high school. Till my grads I completed, they never said no for education purpose. Actually, they helped us when we were struggling for basic needs. Okay, they make us identity, to the world what we are now. So thank you so much.
If I happen to become a good person, a successful person, inshallah, I would really want to help the society and give them what the society gave to me today. I want to give it back to them.
If I earn more money, I'll just be a part of what ma'am is doing and give some amount of money what I can give it from my hand and be the part of other people's happiness, how she is being now.
I didn't want my social service to be like a charity. I wanted it to be like giving back, being kind to another human being. That is why the name was Humane Touch.
To give back to society whatever little that we have got from society, whether we've got recognition from society or we've got support from society, it's payback time, and she keeps reminding us this all the time.
If anybody today can hear me and come forward, even in a small way, with their time, with their intellect, with their value financially or non-financially, we'll be very happy to have them on board with us.
If you are able to speak English, if you've gone to a college, you are far, far, far ahead of many others who don't have those very same opportunities.
Message to my donors would be to go beyond zakat, give more of yourself, give sadaqah, give charity. I would request each one of you to sacrifice one of your luxuries and contribute towards the education of our students so that our community can change.